Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be watching episode 2 of season 3 of You. Now, I'll be honest with you, the last episode was ended pretty intense, so it's going to be interesting to see how that pays off. I'm looking forward to it. I have a habit on this channel of making my intros very, very long, so I'm going to try and keep it short because I just want to get straight into it. The title of this episode is So I Married an Axe Murderer, so let's go, let's get into it. You know what, there's actually nothing else to say, so let's just go. Shortest intro ever, amazing. Okay, we are working today.
What? Don't wake him up.
What did you do?
Well, it's pretty obvious, mate. Just look down. What did you do? Yeah, good.
What did you do?
We had a fight, obviously.
I mean, he actually did nothing. He was just a bit weird.
I caught him cheating.
Oh good, we're diving right in.
I mean, I suppose, he did steal someone else's underwear. Like, that is pretty dubious. Yeah, fair play, okay.
You kept a box, Joe. I know what that means.
Yeah.
I caught him about to cheat. It's the same thing.
The difference is that I almost did a bad thing and she actually did a terrible thing, but I can't say what she did, so I'm the villain.
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
saying
okay,
I'm blameless.
so good. Yeah, it is. It's a very grey area, right? He didn't actually do anything, but there is an argument to be made that he had, like, because she knows him and we know him, right? And if he makes a box, that means he is obsessed. So if the neighbor stayed alive, he would absolutely have cheated, I think. But he didn't.
You said you signed a lease for our crime scene?
See, this is why she needs him. They're a good team. They're a good team.
I'm not good at this. I don't do this. You backed me into a corner and I was...
Exactly.
Let me focus!
Nice, yes, for real. Let him think.
So you have a new baby?
Of course, a little challenging. For both of us.
For me more than him.
I mean, you don't know that, but he's not been honest with her about it, so...
And her body's somewhere else.
Okay, where?
Forest. 30 minutes from here.
See, I see now, like, I feel like, so, going forward, we're going to see the effect that her murder is going to have on everyone else. I feel like people are going to start closing in on Joe and Love, and Joe's going to put it on someone else, maybe, and, this is good. This is raising so many questions and so many avenues for the show to go. I like this. This is cool.
What did you do with her body? Or Delilah's, for that matter.
I told you. I took care of it.
And I am asking you how.
It's safer if you don't know.
Who's Delilah again?
Hey, what did you do?
I broke him down into smaller parts.
Like a saw?
Yes. Also, it was, eventually it had to be, in the end, a meat grinder was the way to get him.
I love this conversation.
Oh my... Are you fucking kidding me? I use that thing all the time!
A better one? No.
Hang on, pause, hang on. Oh, I love this so much. I love it. This is exactly what I wanted from their relationship. Them just like talking about it and, you know, being murdery together. That's absolutely what I want. This is amazing. And the fact that she was grossed out because she used it, beautiful, beautiful.
Where are you going?
I'm going to take care of the baby. You can deal with Natalie. You care more about her than your own son anyway.
What? Dude, he's cleaning up your mess here. This is so interesting. Sorry, I'll stop talking because, like, honestly, this is going to take up so much of the video. But I keep wanting to pause because it's so interesting. The nuances of this kind of debate or conversation about who's to blame and what's blah, blah, blah. Because it's like, yeah. Okay, so this is what I'll say. Love, there were steps that she could have taken before killing her to fix this. I get it. Would Joe have actually listened or talked about it or backed away from the neighbor? Maybe not. Honestly, maybe not. Love absolutely went too far. At the same time, I absolutely get why she did it. And it makes for kind of a better show because we're going to unpack all that now. Joe was inching towards the bad thing, but he pulled away. He did pull away, and we got to give him chops for that. We do. He also was doing his obsessive stalker thing. So it's like they're both, like, neither of them is innocent, but I think Love took it a little bit too far immediately, and she needs to chill out because he is trying to help her.
So we don't know where to go from here.
You don't know where to go from here. He may not know either, but when you speak in we, you leave no room for his individual experience.
Nice.
The we is codependence, masquerading as love.
Hello. I like this lady.
If you don't know how to communicate healthily, it's because it was never modeled for you.
Exactly. Communicate.
It has anything to do with Joe's so-called cheating.
She doesn't?
You don't.
So cool. Nice. I like this lady.
Fuck love. Fuck her. Fuck this. Fuck whoever made these little fucking bags. Where the fuck is that little perforated line? Which fucking end is it?
Amazing. Okay, you know what? This is absolutely what I wanted from this season. Amazing.
Your car, phone, iPad, and all their invasive location tracking technologies will take a scenic drive to the property.
He's so thorough. This all sounds great, but I feel like he's been a little bit too clever. He's got to absolutely, like, I like that he's thinking this through, but I feel like he's missed something.
This isn't me, though. I put this behind me because I wanted to be good enough for her. Look at me now.
Interesting. That he's starting to feel resentment because of this, which is fair.
When I'm done cleaning up Love's mess, I am packing my bags, taking Henry, and getting the fuck out.
Oh wow, I mean, good luck. You know that.
You're going to leave me? Are you insane?
Oh wow, she said that.
No. No,
Nice.
you must listen.
I tell you, man, I like this lady. It's good that Joe said that, though.
Everybody.
You know, she's good.
Right?
I told you the Quinn family finances were in flux.
Was she in Troy? I knew I recognised her from something. Came out in 2004. I think she played Andromache, if I'm remembering rightly. She was Andromache in Troy. Great film, by the way. Great film. Awesome. I can't believe I've just clocked that.
You need a hand with any of this?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Who are you, buddy?
Shameless.
Yeah. A Fem Gen major, if that's any comfort.
No, it isn't.
It's feminist gender and sexuality.
I got it. That just almost makes it worse.
What's her name?
I'm married. Oh, that's for the bakery I'm opening.
Oh, shit. Where is it?
Ooh, weird. Stalkery.
New bakery. Banging body. Tax.
I don't like this guy. But it's interesting though, because he's doing the exact same thing essentially, I guess, as Neighbor was doing with Joe. Why is he unlikable? Is it because he's a guy and it feels sleazier, even though... Oh, that's interesting. He was also very heavy-handed with the whole thing, so that's maybe not helping. I wonder if Joe will kill him. I think the light's fading. Ooh, I can't see shit. Sorry, I just had to fix my light because the light, unfortunately, is fading, so...
Oh? What's this? Tell me I shouldn't fuck the boring neighbor.
Wow.
Boring neighbor?
I told you she didn't like him.
Is that all I was?
I think Joe was like just a...
Restless housewife, a stereotype. Maybe Love was right about you. No.
I wonder.
So you stayed for the child, not for your wife.
Not a bad reason, but yeah, there's issues there.
Unfortunately,
Sure.
that's our time for today.
Fuck off. Nice chat.
The truth is, the easiest thing is to end this marriage.
Yeah.
We must choose to stay together every minute from now until death, and that takes a lot of will.
How fucked up is marriage? Like, let's just be honest. Why do we bind ourselves to each other? Legitimately, it brings up interesting... I don't think the show's addressing it particularly, but I fucking will. Marriages are so weird, aren't they? It's like, why do you need to legally bind yourself to another person? It's like, is it not enough that you are together and you enjoy each other's company and you love each other? I feel like marriage in itself, let's forget all the, the legal stuff that kind of make things more beneficial or easier or whatever, because I know that those exist, but from a strictly kind of love standpoint and that kind of perspective, like, what does it offer? All it offers is, I feel like all it offers is pressure. I feel like a lot of people kind of say like, oh yeah, but it's like a representation of your commitment to each other. And it's like, well, why do you need that? Do you feel that insecure that you feel like you need that? I realize this isn't that popular an opinion. I do. And if you think differently, you're not wrong, by the way. Like, obviously you're not wrong. And I know that there are going to be people out there that disagree, and that's absolutely fine. And those that are married and they're great. Like, everyone is entitled to whatever they want to do. Absolutely. But for me, I just kind of feel like from a purely kind of conversational perspective, we don't need marriage. All it does is bind you unnecessarily. And it's like, it does then mean that you have to either, like she said, this is why I brought it up, because she said you've got a choice. You can leave each other, or you can decide together to be together and then you'll be together for the rest of your lives. And it's like, no, those aren't the only two options. You can also choose to be like, oh, there is something here, let's stay together, but in the future, if it doesn't work out, we can always separate. It's not, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, there's this idea that marriage has bound them, and that if they agree to it now, and to go forward, that's it, and they can't wiggle out, and it's forever, and it's, no. It's so unhealthy. It goes with what the therapist was saying, that, you know, we're not raised in a way that teaches us how to communicate necessarily, right? You have to kind of learn that sometimes. But it's so sad, isn't it, that like we live in what we consider to be a sophisticated society, and yet we don't know how to communicate. Like, we have to be taught to communicate. Damn.
Need me to find another beautiful woman to recommend the next one?
I already found one.
Is she gonna be the next muse?
Maybe you could escort us. We'll be very quick.
I kind of feel like we need a muse. Like, that's the show, right? We need someone for him to obsess over.
And here we are.
Is Love gonna find out about her?
Bingo.
Wow, he's really just schmoozing her and not interested at all.
That's okay, just take it.
Yeah, you.
Get the little man.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, he's not interested in her at all. Fair enough.
Yo, Joe! Let's get you.
Of course he's got his shirt off.
But seriously, how drunk do you want to be for this?
Nice.
So brave. I'm sure you've heard that spot hasn't had much success, but it's never had you, Mama.
Yeah?
Why is everything she says double-edged?
You know, I've seen you at the library. I read to the kids there. You and Henry should join some.
I recognize this guy, this actor. I wonder what he's gonna be. Rule of thumb, if you recognize an actor, they're gonna be someone. They're gonna have some kind of role.
Don't even worry about it. Check this out. I got the twins wearing those vital rings of Matthews.
Very touchy-feely.
We all wear them.
No.
Uh,
See exactly where she is right now.
Shit. Amazing. What a shot. What a shot. Ew. Cracky. Awesome. Now, seriously, they need to stop arguing.
They're pouring a foundation tomorrow. Under a slab of cement. It's pretty permanent.
How did you know we were gonna have to rebury her?
I didn't.
How many of those do you have, Joe?
Seriously, he's helping you, love.
Around making mental notes of good places to disappear.
Dude.
Who I'm married to.
Yeah. Exactly. He is helping you right now. You did this.
How did you get rid of her so fast? How did you know where to go?
What?
What are you insinuating?
Because she thinks you were gonna kill her. Okay, fine, whatever. But like, she needs to get on board, man. Like, Joe's doing so much work here. He's killing this.
I had a fucking hook to my throat. And then I said I was pregnant. And then we just went on and pretended like it didn't happen.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
He is the only reason I'm alive. I can't trust Steve.
I can't trust you.
I like that we're dealing with this.
I have worked hard to be better, and I am not that person anymore. But now, I will be burying bodies until I'm 70 years old.
Neither one of you is going to kill your spouse. You're many things, but you are not murderers.
And I like that we're dealing with the whole thing of like, he was genuinely going to kill her until he found out she was pregnant.
If someone sees the real me,
bless him.
they'll go away.
I'm getting big Dexter vibes.
On the same team, fighting for the same thing.
In the last episode, I did mention my whole outlook on relationships and modern relationships and how there was this thing of they shouldn't have to be work. I think that's true. I think to a certain extent, though, being in a relationship and giving it the time and the effort that it does deserve, sure, there is absolutely an element of like making that work, getting to know the person better, and being a better kind of partner to that person. I think there is an element of work to that. So I know that I was very like anti that in my last video. I didn't delve into that well as much as I could have. There is definitely a point that I think a relationship can get to where it becomes too much work. Anyway, that's a little bit abstract because I'm not actually applying that to these guys specifically. It's just more of a general conversation. But like the show's bringing that up, I think, and so that made me want to kind of, I don't know, made me want to talk about it, I guess, and it made me think about it. So that's always good. I always like when media does that. It makes you think about things perhaps that you take for granted. I feel like we are, over the course of this season, going to see these guys start to properly work together. You know, like he was completely turned against her when he found out that she killed people and that she was like him. And I guess that feeds into the way that he thinks of himself, and he doesn't like that about himself, and he doesn't want to do that. So it kind of, he was faced with that person who he doted upon, and then it turns out the thing that he hated about himself was something that was in her too. So I understand his reaction, but like, I just want to see them kind of finding common ground.
You know what else they don't tell you about teammates? The sex is better. It's a passion fueled by the deepest trust, and it's fucking primal.
Weird. Okay, fine. What a weird note to leave that on.
I have to tell you something.
Delilah?
I would absolutely kill for you.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Oh, that's cute.
Love, I would kill for you too.
Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
I promise to do everything I can to make sure you never have to do that.
I promise to.
You know they're going to be doing it though. You know it. I can't wait. Amazing. Great. Great. I like it. Who's going in there? Because you know someone's going in there. Absolutely the Mumfluencer. She's a hot candidate for that. Maybe the librarian. Nice. Wow. I mean, I get why he's doing that, but... Wow. Wow. I mean, this is absolutely understandable though. But whoever the fuck they put in there is going to find one of those. You know it. Fresh tart. Amazing.
Well, you know you need a master's to work in a library, but...
Do you, though?
Oh my god, fuck her. Fuck her. She's getting killed. She's getting killed or she's going in the cage. Easy, I cannot wait. I wonder though, because like the neighbor, she did show all this surveillance stuff. I feel like there's something to that, and I feel like there's something that Joe couldn't have accounted for.
Who?
What?
What are you doing here?
Oh no.
Love, this is my son, Theo.
Of course it is.
No, you had a son.
Stepson from my first marriage.
Oh, is the son, is Theo getting killed? Oh, I like this game. Who's gonna get killed next? Could be Theo, possibly the husband. Oh, there's so many candidates. There's so many. Sorry, I'll try and be less gleeful about it. Cool. Yeah, no, honestly, it's been a strong first 2 episodes, actually. And I was thinking throughout the second one, actually, the whole thing about killing the neighbour in the first episode, it absolutely was just to throw you off, I think, because, yeah, I'm obviously forgetting, but in season 2, it builds it up that Joe's going to get obsessed with the neighbour, and so we've had this whole thing that we're stewing over, and it's like, okay, he's going to have a thing with the neighbour, and then boom, first episode, she's gone, and then we're dealing with that. I think at the end of my first episode, I wasn't sure how I felt about that fully. I do like that. I do like that. And like I said, I was going to see how that went forward. And all the stuff I keep talking about with the emotional kind of back and forth between Joe and Love, it's getting explored in the way that I want. And I also really liked the symmetry in this episode between this episode and the first season, with the cage in the basement, Joe probably getting the job in the library, so he's gonna be able to do that and restore the books and that kind of thing. I really like the symmetry of that. It kind of makes you, it calls you back to that first season, which I think is the best season, at least so far. So for me personally, so I like that. That's, you know, that's all. It's kind of hitting all the points that I want it to. And also the possibilities going forward from this episode are really interesting, because it's like you said, like I was saying, it's like who's going to end up with who's going to end up in the cage. They're both promising that they're going to make sure they don't have to kill. And so obviously that's going to happen. So it's like who, you know, it's like who's on the list. I think I did say Library Girl. I think she's low down. I think top one Mumfluencer. Second would be Theo, or possibly the neighbour's or Theo's dad, whatever his name is. I think those are like the top 3 at the moment. But no, I mean, look, I'm 2 episodes into a 10 episode season, so like it's early days, but I think it's nice. It's subverted. I think the first 2 episodes so far, like the first episode subverted expectations. Obviously going into the second episode, that obviously took it in a certain direction. I like how that direction's gone. I like that it's unpacking the emotional stuff that I wanted to see, and that we're building on the relationship between Joe and Love, and that thing that they have in common, and the thing that I wanted to see, and that I wanted to see them kind of their murdery edges colliding and complementing each other. I really want to see more of that. So I'm happy. I'm going forward. I'm looking forward to it. So that's great. Awesome. With that, I'll end this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, please do consider subscribing, clicking that bell button, and you will be notified when I upload the next episode. If you'd like to support the channel, I've got some links down below. I've got some books on Amazon. I've also got a coffee account. Other than that, thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one.